Now I'm starting up with the next video, that is a part 4 of your chapter notion. Now in this I'm taking up the third exercise, that is the 7.3 exercise. In this exercise you are going to use the properties of proportion, and I'm first going to tell you the properties of proportion which will be used for this exercise. Now to use the properties of proportion, it will be given to you that two ratios are in proportion. If AB is equal to C upon D, this will be given in the question to apply, and you are going to apply the properties to solve the questions. Now it will be given that two ratios are in proportion, A upon B. You see, if A upon B is equal to C upon D, then first property which I am taking is B upon A becomes equal to D upon C. What I have done in this, I have taken the reciprocals. So this property we call it as invertendo. Invertendo. Spellings you can see in your book also. Now this will be given for all the properties. Now what will be the second property? In the second property, I am going to change the places of B and C. I am going to take it like this. C I have taken from here to here, and B I have taken here. So if A upon B is equal to C upon D, we can change the places of B and C. We can say that A upon C is equal to B upon D. And this property we call it as alternendo. Now what will be the third property? In the third property, as I told you, A and B are the first and the second terms. This is given to you for all the properties. Again, I am telling you. So if A upon B is equal to C upon D, then A plus B upon B. Same you have to do with C and D. It will become C plus D upon D. That is, I have added both the terms in the numerator. Nothing is to be done in the denominator. This property is called componendo. Now I am taking the fourth property. For the fourth property, the given is the same. So instead of adding, now I am subtracting. A minus B upon B is equal to C minus D upon D. And this we call it as dividendo. So four properties I have taken. In the fifth property, we are going to combine both the componendo and dividendo, and that is a very important property. Most of the questions you get out of the combination of both componendo and dividendo in your board exams. That if A upon B is equal to C upon D, then we are going to add both the terms as well as subtract both the terms. Same you are going to do it on your right hand side. Now what we have used? Componendo and dividendo. So I'm using componendo and dividendo both. This is the fifth property, where you use componendo and dividendo both. Now these are the five properties which I have explained you: invertendo, alternando, componendo, dividendo, and componendo and dividendo both. Last property is used. Most of the time, last property will be used to solve the questions. Now I'm taking the questions from your exercise 7.3. I am taking the first question. You see in the first question, it is given that A is to B is in proportion with C is to D. Then you have to prove. What you have to prove? that 5a, this is your proof, 5a upon 11b, 5c plus 11d is equal to 5a minus 11b upon 5c minus 11d. This you have to prove. But the given is this. I'm again writing the given because we are going to start from the given. Now what do you see in the proof? Whatever you have to prove, in that you see with the a, the number 5 is there, coefficient is 5, and with b you have 11. Same is with c and d. So what you are going to do is multiply by 5 upon 11 on both sides of the given. And right here also multiplying by 5 upon 11 on both sides. So it becomes 5a upon 11b. This because by seeing the question I have seen that I want 5 and 11. After that we are going to apply componendo and dividendo. That is add the two terms, componendo, subtract the two terms, dividendo. Same is to be done on the right hand side. 5c plus 11d upon 5c minus 11d. I have used componendo and dividendo. Now what will be your next step? Still now your proof is not done. One more step is required. Now in your proof you see 5c plus 11d is in the denominator, not 5a minus 11b. So in that case what you are going to do is bring 5a minus 11b this side and 5c plus 11d to the right by using the property alternando. So it will become 5a plus 11b, 5a minus 11b is equal to 5c plus 11d upon 5c plus 11d upon 5c minus 11d. Sorry, I am taking this. These are to be changed. I am using component alternando. So I will take it. I am going to take this 5c plus 11d here. These two have to be changed. I am bringing it here. And 5a minus 11b, I'll take it that side. It will become 5c plus 11d and 5a minus 11d will go to the right. And write it on the bracket when you'll be doing this step. Write it in the bracket componendo and dividendo. And here when you do this step, write it on the right alternando. Whatever changes you are making in the your ratios, you have to write the properties used. So this was our step. After that you will have this step. First you had this step, then you will have this step by using alternando. They will interchange the places. And proof is done. Now I am going to take up the second question, second part. It is the reverse of what I have done in the first question. You have to do the reverse now. Now what is given? Now given and proof have been changed. They have become opposite now. What is given? 8a minus 5b upon 8c minus 5d is equal to 8a plus 5b upon 8c plus 5d. This is given to you. And what you have to prove? Prove that a upon b is equal to c upon d. Now we have to start with given. This is our to prove. This is not given. Now what you are going to do is, first we are going to bring this 8a plus 5b here, and we'll take 8c minus 5d to the right by using which property? Alternando. And on the side, you will write it on the side of your notebook. You are going to write the property used, alternando. Don't forget to write the property used. Now after that, I'm going to use componendo and dividendo. This is given to you. We can use componendo and dividendo. This complete is your first term, and this complete binomial is your second term. Add them first. 8a minus 5b plus 8a plus 5b upon 8a minus 5b. First term added to second term, and in the denominator, first term minus the second term. When it is minus, both will be subtracted. Is equal to, now I am writing the right hand side. It will be 8c minus 5d minus plus 8c plus 5d upon 8c minus 5d minus 8c minus 5d. This is your right hand side. As there is no space on the right, so I am written in the next line. Now what do you see? Minus 5b plus 5b cancelled. In the denominator, this cancelled. And on the right hand side also, these two terms cancelled. In the denominator, these two terms cancelled. Now what you are left with? Whatever you are left with, now you are going to write that. You are left with 8a plus 8a, 16a. And in the denominator, minus 5b minus 5b minus 10b. Same is on the right. You are left with 16c upon minus 10d. Now, as you see, 16 upon minus 10 is the same on both the sides of equality. So again, you are going to write it on the side of your notebook. Now you will write dividing by 16 upon minus 10 on both sides. When you divide by 16 upon minus 10 on both sides, you will be left with, if you see that if I divide 16a upon minus 10b, if I divide it by 16 upon minus 10, and when I change it into multiplication, it will become minus 10 upon 16. This cancels out. 16 also cancels out. So you don't have to show this step. You only have to write it on the side, divided by 16 upon minus 10 on both sides. So you will be left with a upon b on the left hand side and c upon d on the right hand side. Now this is what you have to prove. Prove that a upon b is equal to c upon d. This is how I have done the proving. Now third question, fourth question, fifth, sixth, all are based on the same pattern. So you are going to do all the questions yourself. Now I'm going to take 7th, 8th, 9th are also of the same pattern. I'm taking up the 7th question. Then from 10th question onwards, I'll be taking up, showing you in the next video. Now in the 7th question, what is given? X is equal to 2ab upon a plus b. And you have to find the value of x plus a upon x minus a plus x plus b upon x minus b. So I'm going to first find this value and this value, and then we'll add them. Now given is this. Now from the given x is equal to 2ab upon a plus b. What do you see? It is given x plus a upon x minus a. It means componendo dividendo has been taken for x upon a. This a I'm going to take it on the left hand side. And obviously it will come in the denominator. And I'll remove it from here. And you will be left over here with 2b. Because a I have taken on the left hand side. I have brought some change in this. Now I can find this by using componendo and dividendo on both sides. Out of this given, I am using componendo dividendo on the left as well as on the right. 2b minus a minus b. So what will be the value of x plus a upon x minus a? It will be 3b plus a, and 2b minus b will be b minus a. So this is the value of x plus a upon x minus a. Mark it as 1. Now in the same way, I am going to find the value of x plus b. From your given question, now I am going to transpose b on the left hand side. And when I transpose b on the left hand side, it will become x upon b is equal to 2a upon a plus b. Now in this, again use the componendo dividendo plus a plus b, add the two terms, subtract the two terms, and what will be the value of x plus b upon x minus b? The value of x plus b upon x minus b will be 2a plus a, 3a plus b upon 2a minus a minus b. Mark it as second. So I have taken both the values of x plus a upon x minus a as this, x plus b upon x minus b as this. Now we have to add these two values. And when you are going to add these two values, you have to add the value of this as well as this in the question. So x plus a upon x minus a is this. So it will be 3b plus a upon b minus a, and value of this is this, plus 3a plus b upon a minus b. Now you have to add these two fractions, you can say. Now what do you see in the denominator? In order to add the two fractions, you have to take LCM. What do you see in these two binomials? There's a difference of minus sign. So what I'm going to take? I'm going to take minus common. If I take minus common, what it will become? In this, I am taking minus common. If I take minus common, what it will become? B minus A. Because when you open it, you get minus B plus A. Same you will get. But in order to make the same factor, I am taking minus common. Now this minus with this plus will become minus. Plus into minus becomes minus. Now you will have minus here. Now you can take the LCM only now, the factor b minus a. Take the LCM as b minus a. It is b minus a only. You will be left with 3b plus a. As there is minus in between, the sign of both the terms will also change, because this is also b minus a, the same factor. And 3b minus b is 2b. A minus 3a is minus 2a. Upon b minus a, take 2 common in the numerator. B minus a. This cancels out and the answer is 2. So this is how you are going to do the questions till 9th. From 10th onwards, where you have to use, questions are important also from the board point of view, that I am going to take up in the next video. That will be the last video of this chapter.